And it's impossible for me to lose weight because I've tried too many times on my own. Give me a large stuffed crust meat lover's pizza. I know I can't live forever at this size. My physical body is breaking down on me. I hate it. I just know that I have to make some changes. So if I did that, I'll be down to 548 today. And I really hope I did that.
Your weight today is 601.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Well,
Please go to room 5.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sean back. And today we're checking in with Juan, the newest episode of My 600-Pound Life, but also I think the last episode of season 13, which means I did a pretty short season this time. But he's 47 years old and weight unknown. But the fact that he's 47 kind of means he already won the lottery. Like, let's just be real here, all right? Not many people making it to 47 at that size. Usually they're stroking out from too many Strombolis or something. But this guy, I guess on the luckier side of big people, if you want to say anything about this, can be lucky. But he's going to be one of the luckier ones. So let's check it out and see what he's got going in his life. Oh, he's hiding.
my life today is a living hell. Being a very independent person that I was, the mobility issues that I have today are nothing that I ever expected when I was younger.
Yeah, most of us don't expect it, but you're also sitting here with a thing of Fanta by your bedside, so what do you really expect if you're cracking a soda in the middle of the night?
I just never envisioned being here at this size.
A little bit of crack cam first thing, but he's wearing a lot of clothes for somebody this heavy. Usually we're nudists because it gets hot and he's all under blankets and they're in what, Louisiana? It's gonna be friggin' hot.
There's never a time when I'm not in extreme pain. Just pain, throughout my entire body.
He doesn't have as many rolls as I would expect, honestly. It must all just be down lower, maybe rolls on his thighs. But he's kind of short. Like, he's going to have a hell of a time if his balls itch. Honestly, how would he even deal with that? He's going to have to, like, grab a mop and start whipping himself down there like Passion of the Pelvis or something.
It's hard for me to walk a few steps. My limitations are extreme. I want to be hygienic, and for the most part, I can manage to take a shower every morning on my.
That glass is kind of risky. You're going to slice your fupa wide open trying to slide in here like sideways style, but the guy at least is trying to keep himself clean, which is kind of impressive. A lot of people don't even shower daily at this size.
own.
Oh, he left
It's
it open.
just an uncomfortable pain. The pain, it can get to be unbearable. A lot of the simple things I'm not able to do on my own. I'm dependent upon people to help me dress, and I really hate that.
At least he's smart enough to get the big boy towel. Like, we usually use beach towels as like straight out of the shower, which kind of funny that we need a beach towel, but kind of not funny at the same time. You ate yourself this big.
Currently, I live with my sister and my nephew and my niece. I've been living with my sister off and on since losing mobility. My family does help me out.
Oh, at least his nephew's there to powder his nuts or something like that. Because there's going to be chafing involved with being this big. I'm just honest. I'm not like trying to be nasty about it. There's chafing, a lot of chafing.
Mother and my brother will come down to Metairie. We do a lot together.
Of course, I have concerns about his weight gain because like he's my favorite person. I want him to be here with me as long as possible.
Okay, let's not have fat on fat crime in this video. You've seen the bottom of a couple Pringles can your damn self, and I ain't even seen from like the yitty down yet. I don't know what's rocking down there, but you're not a skinny man, okay?
I feel guilty a lot of times I do because if I would stop doing some of the things that I'm doing for him, it will force him to have to do more for himself. But that I've always been protective of him ever since we were kids. So I try to check on him every single day on the phone, or I come physically to check on him every single day.
Good morning.
Oh, what's for breakfast?
What's for breakfast?
I don't even think he said good morning. He just started out with like, this is the drill. What's for breakfast?
I'll tell you what I have, and you tell me what you would like. We have eggs, grits, bacon, and sauces.
All of the above.
Okay, let's roll.
What do you want for breakfast? The answer is just yes. Whenever you get 600 pounds, the answer is always yes.
And all of the above. The type of person he is, no, he want everything. Everything. And if I tried to cut back, he said, no, Ma. How many eggs, Juan?
Just cook it all.
Cook it all.
No point in saving it for tomorrow when tomorrow's not promised, but we found the enablers right off the bat. It's going to be his mom, possibly his brother. It looks like, I mean, kind of a lot of them seem like they have a little bit of a weight issue.
When he wants something, he's real persistent. So I don't like it, but to come to the grip that this is what's gonna happen. You put the chair at the table, Juan.
I'm good here. My mom, she's a down-home Southern Cajun Creole cook, and I love being around my mom's cooking. That's the food I'm addicted to. My brain just gets fixated on all the smells. I can't control myself.
So stop sniffing the air. Maybe we get you like a nose plug or something, but mama's cooking will make you morbid half of the time. Especially talking about that down south cooking. Like I feel like a lot of that's just calorie rich, fattening food.
Much longer, mother.
Like a minute.
Food has caused all the things I hate about myself. But it's the only thing I've ever had in my life that has helped me deal with the things that have happened to me. Because no matter how bad everything else gets, eating is always real good.
How fattening are grits though? I don't know. It's not something that I regularly eat, so I'm not sure how calorie dense that stuff is.
My grandfather, he raised pigs, and my grandma and mom would spend most of their time in the kitchen.
That's effed up. Why would you? He raised pigs. Nobody talks about themselves like that.
I grew up on a lot of pork crackling and hog head cheese, the Southern Louisiana Cajun down-home staples. I was raised in a Christian home, but I think it was my father's misbehavior.
Who bought the little kid a hat that says Fat Boys on it? Because that's messed up.
For my mom witnessing his behavior, it made me want to become more of a Christian. Hearing my mother cry and, every boy want to be able to protect their mother. So because we were so young, we couldn't do anything about it. I felt angry a lot. I felt sad.
I mean, that's the truth. Every little boy wants to protect their mom. I feel like that's kind of just every single little boy. They always want to protect their moms. It's just like par for the course.
Why? But, eating a candy bar just made me feel better. It just always brought me comfort. And from that point on, it became my habit. Before I talked to anybody else about it, food was the first thing that I would do. I think I really started to notice I was overweight when all of the little kids started, calling me fat. Mom, this is really good.
Well, you get the fatty 2x4, couldn't fit through the bathroom door, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, never really felt like Snickers made me smile or anything. I guess he just felt different about food than I did.
Thank you. You want some more juice?
Yeah. Then when I was around 11, my mom got to a point with my dad when she finally made the decision to leave. Once they got divorced, I spent the majority of my time with my mom. Couldn't really ask for a better mom, so.
Here you go. Let me put it right here. Okay.
Thank you.
You know the problem with that though, because mom's gonna feel like she's doing all this to help him, but really you're kind of killing him with kindness. You gotta be a little nasty about it, maybe. She's like, well, he's gonna get mad. What's he gonna do? Chase you around the kitchen table? Like, he's not gonna do that either.
Welcome.
In order to be able to avoid everything I was feeling, that void of, my father not being present in my life, I would cope by eating more. After the divorce, our lifestyle changed drastically. We didn't have as much means that we had before. I was always hungry. When I ate, I would use the excuse that I wouldn't know when I would eat again, so I overeat. I guess I was maybe around 230 pounds by the time I was in middle school. And
Yeah, sounds about right. Probably right about where I was, but I never had to feel like that. So I feel sorry for the guy that he had to feel like that. But to get this big is it's an investment. There's a lot of money involved, okay?
that's about the time being this little short kid. Carrying that much weight
Oh,
became
puppy.
impactful because my whole family was into sports. And up until that point, I had been really active. I had grown up playing little leagues. I was really skilled in basketball and I had a great knowledge of the game. But when I got too heavy, I wasn't able to take part like I wanted to anymore.
All right. I'm trying for the life of me to think what position he would be on the basketball court, and I just can't. There's no way he's a guard because there's no way he's fast enough. Can't play center, although he could box somebody out. You can get fat enough to box people out, so maybe that was it when he was like younger.
My coach tried putting me on a diet, and he told me if I would lose 35 pounds, I would be his point guard. And I wasn't able to lose the weight, so instead they put me in control of the facilities inside of the gym, which included the concession stand. And because I was in control of the concession stand, I used to eat sweets all day. I gained 200 pounds within 2 years.
That's messed up because they let my mom run the concession stand when I played Little League. And I used to be up in there stealing everything like a little friggin' klepto for a candy bar.
Hey, before you sit, can you grab me a bottle of water, please? Thank you. I was always musically inclined, doing piano keyboard lessons. When I graduated high school, I've been afforded chances to be a part of like groups and choirs who was doing things, traveling, having events. But being on the road, doing live music, it was always a struggle. The fried chicken, the burgers, and well, at that time, I was fresh out of high school. I was making $1,000 to $1,500 a week. So the majority of that money was going on food.
Being a traveling singer, you were making that out of high school? Why didn't you just sack up and put down the Snickers, man? You should have kept singing your ass off for that kind of paycheck. That's a lot of money straight out of high school. Like, that sounds pretty damn good.
5 to 6 meals every day. That's when I became aware of like a real strong addiction to food. Hand me that water.
He always loved to eat, but more than the portion sizes, I think it's the amount of times that he's up like snacking and stuff like that.
I'm thinking this guy's like, I can't see in the mirror or something. Like he's talking about everyone else like they're so damn fat, but he's got a weight problem himself. He's sitting there playing the lion, the witch, and the Wendy's too. So like he's eating a lot of food.
I started out pursuing the music career, but not many people who look like me is very successful in that line of work. So I got licensed as a minister. I got ordained, which led me into, now being a pastor myself. But then
Another guy trying to preach off the pounds. But yeah, wait. Why? I don't know. I'm getting a little lost with this one. This guy has a pretty interesting backstory though.
somewhere along the way, my increasing weight began to affect my mobility until one day I fell and it was hell getting me up.
He was like weak, and he said he was overheating and stuff. His body was getting hot. I didn't know what to think at that moment. I didn't know whether to take him to the emergency room or sit there and let him cool down. It was a concerning situation.
It was probably dehydration along with the heat because you start sweating, you don't drink enough. But I would think getting him up would be a little easier than getting somebody else up just because there's less distance from the ground because he's the shorter guy.
At that point, I figured it wasn't safe to leave him on.
Okay, Juan. Are you ready?
I go
Ready
to
to
the
roll?
grocery store.
So what we gonna buy?
Crawfish rice, shrimp rice, mac and cheese, something.
Okay. Let me move this out the way.
That's the most excited I've seen him yet. Besides whenever he was like just yes for breakfast. It's kind of crazy. The first thing or the only thing he's probably going to do in a day or think about doing is the grocery store.
These days, my health is worse than it's ever been. And most of the times, it's a real strain for me to leave the house. So I try and avoid it, with the exception of grocery shopping. That's something I make an extra effort to participate in. Life at my size is tedious, and food is all I have to look forward to.
All right. So the point guard goes to the Pringle aisle, finds all the food he wants, and mom's going to make it, buy it. Brother's going to eat it too. Everybody in the house looks like they're struggling a little bit, with the exception of the nephew. He didn't look like he was overweight. The dog looked a little pudgy. He's had a couple things of bacon.
My brother's the only one who have a car that's big enough for me to fit in.
There's a lot of things that if I would have known, I would have done better. If I would always tell him like to slow down a little bit, but I did it in a loving way. But like I said, I could have done better by showing him.
Yeah. Pot kettle, you might be mobile, but you're only a couple years away from catching up if you keep going the rate you're going. Because I guess he's the older brother, so he might not catch him, but age is not friendly to the fats. Let's just put it that way.
It's hard for me to tell him no because I like to see him happy. You can look at it as me being an enabler, but I look at it as just helping out my brother.
Get them biscuit roll-ups. Get some cookies. Every time I come here, I feel weaker and weaker. My condition.
Bro, you have a whole cart. All it's full of is Jimmy Dean's, some kind of chips. It looked like maybe like a Sour Patch Kids. He's got a whole bunch of junk, but no soda yet. But Powerade just as damn bad if you get the full sugar stuff.
Is declining rapidly. And
No, I
I'm
think
having
that's zero.
instances where I feel like I might stroke out.
Mac and cheese. That's what I need. It's getting harder for him to move around and to do the things that he would like to do. And now he's gotten to the point where he's disgusted. And he's telling himself that, hey, it's either this or my life.
Yeah, but you're saying that while you're checking out with all the zebra cakes, the hostess, and then making a big thing of mac and cheese. So this or my life, and it seems like you're still picking the food at this point.
Either I do this, I go for it, or I'm just going to decline. But I always have hope that he's coming out of this.
How the hell did he get shoulder blade sweat? Like I think pit sweat, belly sweat, thigh sweat, all that. I don't think I've ever seen somebody with a fat roll between their shoulders get sweaty.
Oh, man.
Back to the Jimmy Dean Bat Cave.
See you tomorrow. Everything is there that we purchased.
All right, I'm already hungry, though. I think I'm going to order.
All right, Bam. See you all later. Bye.
Man, that grocery shopping definitely builds up a hunger in you when you're this big.
Eating gives me comfort in a way that nothing else can. But I'm addicted to food. And it's impossible for me to lose weight because I've tried too many times on my own.
All right, if you lay off the hot Cheeto diet, there'll be less chafing and you could see between your cheeks. Like, no, you're not actually dieting. You're just cutting back to the point where you think you're doing something, and I doubt it's anywhere resembling a diet.
Yes, I would like to place an order. Give me a large stuffed crust meat lovers pizza, 16 boneless wings, honey barbecue. No, that's it. Okay, thank you. All right.
I kind of think that we're at the desperate point right now.
Hey, Jay, get my...
Who the hell is going to sit on these little straw things? Somebody's going to have a hay bale go straight up their hoo-ha if they try to sit on that damn thing. That thing ain't built for size.
Delivery order.
I'm willing to push him in the right direction and assist him instead of assisting them in doing all the wrong things, assisting them in doing the right things.
I know I can't live forever at this size. My physical body is breaking down on me.
But you're sitting here like, I'm going to stroke out. And then you show up with a pizza with more pork on it than your grandfather's name. Like, he raised pigs. So is this a shout out to Grandpa? How are you looking at this one?
Eat it. I just know that I have to make some changes. If I don't get help, I think I'm very close to becoming a total shut-in. I need help.
And that's where Dr. Now comes in. But you're going to have to stop hoovering the pork off the top of the pizza, because that last slice, somehow the sausage disappeared and it was just pepperoni.
All right. Ready for your little journey, huh? Ready to sit, Dr. Niles?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the beginning of a new beginning, huh? That's what we're gonna call it?
Yep, definitely a new beginning.
Ready for the start of the rest of your life, because he's out of breath from packing here, which not all that shocking, but hopefully he's not making some kind of chubby care package where this thing's full of chips.
You glad?
I'm never glad about seeing a doctor. Can you help me with these bags, please? Yeah. Today I'm taking a leap of faith and I'm driving to Houston, Texas to meet a man named Dr. Now Jordan. Thank you. Who works with obese individuals. whose lives are out of control from their addiction to food, and he helps them to find a healthy way to live.
We should probably just start calling Dr. Now the fatty final boss, because that's how I look at him.
Because I'm admitting to myself and others, I no longer have my hands on the wheel like I should. It's gonna be a long drive, that it will be unpleasant. This is a route that I know pretty well because we lived in Houston after Hurricane Katrina. And I've been back and forth a lot, but my health is worse than it's ever been. And
At least he's making the effort to change, but he's like, oh, my hands are off the wheel. No, you're totally in control of everything. Even if it's hard to reach the wheel because your fupa's kind of steering everything, but he's in full control of every choice he makes from this point.
means that this ride will also be worse. I'm dreading it.
We all set?
Yes, sir.
There's only one good thing that comes to mind, which is one of my favorite restaurants that we'll pass along the way.
Oh, son of a, that's what we're thinking about right now. I'm thinking about my old car when I was this big and how I had to close the door the same way, and the top was kind of leaning out because my thigh was pushing on it that damn much.
So are you excited?
Yes, I'm very excited. I'm excited about a new and fresh start.
So what you think we're gonna eat today?
Maybe some boudin or something.
I don't think so, huh?
Oh, man.
Why even ask? What do you think we're going to eat today, Mom? If you know what the damn answer is, the answer is just yes, just like it was for breakfast when you made all that food.
I know I'm not supposed to eat like that anymore, but right now it may sound sad, but the thought of that food is one of the only things that's helping me to get up and out on the road. Whew. Oh, man. We've been on the road for a couple of hours and my knee pains is just miserable. So we
Back hurts? Get you a Baconator, the cure to every fat person's ailments.
gonna have to stop. But the good news is we've made it to my favorite restaurant.
Oh, yay.
Think you should. Let me get 1 pork boudin, 3 seafood, 2 crawfish balls, 2 pepper jack boudin balls.
Okay.
What's the roll-up things?
The egg roll.
Crawfish roll-up.
How many?
Like 4.
As much greasy stuff as he's eating, I'm surprised he hasn't had a quadruple bypass at this point, because his heart's going to be under extra stress. But they got to check all that before they do weight loss surgery, which is what I half expected to tell me. I was like at death's door. Every time a test came back, they were like, no, you're okay. I was like, are you getting the right friggin' results? I should be dead.
Like $5 worth of crackling.
That's it?
Yes.
Damn, just raw going in, no condiments on the meat missile? That's kind of savage right there.
The food is out of this world. I wish I just could keep eating to make the pain go away.
Is that what boudin is? Because I don't like the way that casing just kind of stretched out. It looked like he was sucking on a condom. What is that? They wrap these things in Trojans? What the hell is he sucking on?
These things good, man.
Oh, yeah.
Got to get a little bit of crunch in there when you're sucking on your tube steak.
But even if I wasn't going to weigh in tomorrow, I know better than to do that.
Good.
So it's probably another 2 or 3 hours on the road.
Man, you ready to get back on the road now? Yeah. I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's do it.
The brother actually kind of looks somewhat upset at this point, so maybe it's not just total fat on fat crime. Maybe the brother will change his ways too. But typically you don't see that much like if Juan gets smaller than his brother, he probably would get himself in gear and lose a bunch of weight himself. Was he singing as he was walking in there? It sounded like he was trying to sing away the pain.
There's a big part of me that just wants to sit myself down on that luggage cart and just have Derek push me. But I'm too proud to get wheeled through the hotel like some heavy piece of cargo.
I would have told you to wheel my ass right up in there if I didn't feel like walking, but at least he's proud. So, proud people tend to do better on this show, so let's hope for him.
Four. Oh, man. So tired. Oh, man.
Fourth floor is kind of not the nicest thing you could do to somebody this size, but at least there's an elevator he could ride. That's risky right there, Butter. You're like teetering on destruction. I didn't know what he was doing when he went in here trying to like raw dog the mattress or anything, but he just hopped up in here like he was ready to go to action, and now he's just hanging on, like living on a prayer with this damn thing. What if this little bookcase or what is it called? Nightstand thing shifts? Push.
I feel safe in God's plan. But I also know that I need Dr. Now's help.
At least he's got his like faith and religion to lean on. A lot of people feel so hopeless at this point. They don't really know which way to look or which way to think or which way to even like hope for yourself. It's really a hopeless feeling that it is like being this size. I know I'll joke about it a lot, but it's very hopeless getting this big. You feel like nothing's going to help and there's nothing you can do.
I'm nervous about that number. This is the day I've been waiting for. And I think I'm also, a little nervous about just the whole experience, but excited at the same time. This is it. Yeah, family support means everything.
The nervous laughter before he's about to step on a scale. I kind of would expect that out of anyone. This is very uncomfortable for us. Somebody who hasn't weighed themselves in probably like a friggin' decade. I would expect him to be nervous at this point.
Juan?
Dr. Now's order. I heard that he's rather strict, but I'm okay with it. Hopefully he'll commit to taking me on as a patient. My health is declining. There's no one to blame but me.
You can step on the scale whenever you're ready.
Okay. So if I want to live, I know I have to make the necessary changes.
Please go to room 5.
627, kind of more than I was expecting, honestly, because he's Such a short guy, putting that much weight on that kind of frame, it's going to cause a hell of a lot of discomfort, not to mention he's 47. So he's had to be in agony for at least the last decade or so.
Yeah, it's been that way for a while now. That's why I really need Dr. Now's help. My only concern is that I waited too long to make the call, and that he's going to tell me it's already too late for me. I'm just praying he knows how to help.
He knows how if you want to, but at the end of the day, it's all up to you, buddy. It's not going to be Dr. Now that makes you lose the friggin' weight. Uh-oh.
Hello, how y'all doing?
How you doing, sir? All right.
Done.
Great. All right, Juan. Good to meet you. Who you got here with you?
This is my brother, Derek, and my mom, Patricia.
Oh, nice.
Let's see if Dr. Now tries to make this a 2-for-1 with the brother, because sometimes he drags you in. You step anywhere near this fat Thunderdome, you're at risk, especially if you come in here anywhere overweight.
To meet you all.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
sir.
meet you.
So, Juan, what can I do for you today?
Came to try to make some life-altering changes.
What is on your wish list? Stuff changes you want in your life.
To lose a few hundreds, gain my mobility back. And
So what kind of issue you got with your mobility?
Probably his joints are aching from sucking all the cream out of that tube steak earlier.
arthritis in the knees, both of them.
600 pounds of weight definitely is going to make that much worse. How much walking you can do?
Maybe 30 yards without having to take a break.
Do you do any activity that keeps you mobile?
Basketball. He goes to the grocery store. He does that one a bit. That's probably the extent of our physical exertion. Let's just be real. If I had to walk out and get the mail, I was like halfway to dead.
Pastor, and I do music and,
Pastor,
Yes, sir.
then Lord tell you that your body is your temple?
Yeah, he did, and it's my issue. It's my struggle. I feel terrible. I've let him down in those regards.
Anytime somebody told me your body is a temple, I said I treated that thing more like a circus. There's a bear riding around on a trike inside of here.
Well, the primary thing to lose weight is to eat less. So your weight loss is going to depend on reducing the calorie you're taking.
Yeah.
Just walk me through a typical day. What do you eat from the time you wake up till you go to bed?
Once I wake up, I'm not really hungry in the morning. I would start eating maybe around 2 p.m.
What do you eat at 2?
Baked chicken, green beans.
So you eat that at home?
Yes.
Full of shit. Totally full of shit. What are you talking about? I watched your breakfast. And I don't think mom's kicking up at like 2 p.m. to cook you a bunch of grits, sausage, and bacon. I think that's probably still the morning. Unless she is. Maybe she is.
Who make that?
Well, my mom makes a lot of my meals and package it and bring it to me.
So she live close by?
Well, she lives like an hour away, but she
An hour away, and she come and bring you food?
all the time.
All right, so your mom is your enabler. Is he blaming you for his
No, I blame me.
I am not.
She's somewhat of an enabler. Mama Arby's over here has the meats, which means her son over here is getting the meat.
I am not the enabler.
But you bring him all the food.
When I bring
Oh,
it,
he's gonna eat it.
okay, but it's up to him to put it in the portions that he should. It's to be spread out for the week. It's not to be eaten the same day.
So she bring you a week worth of food and you eat it all at once?
Yeah.
Then after
All right, then she shows up the next day with another week worth of food, and we keep doing the same old song and dance. Let's not act like she's not bringing more. If you know that's what he's going to do every single time, why keep doing it? Let him go hungry. He'll just order more pizza probably until he runs out of money.
that you snack on what?
pickles, nuts. Sometimes I do have like sweet binges. I try to stay away from them, but sometimes I crave them.
Like what?
Pies, cakes.
Pies and cake.
Yeah.
You want to lose weight, and you go and buy a pie and a cake, and then you have difficulty walking.
I think most people would say pickles are a decent snack, but I don't know where the hell the pickles come into the equation. I ain't seen one of those yet. I saw him eat a meat pickle.
Trying is not very good.
I've done some of the low carb cereals too, and like almond milk and things like that.
Low carb cereal. Yeah. Okay. How is that working?
Not too well, I guess.
All right. So, ultimately, weight loss surgery is going to be a powerful tool for you to lose weight. But in order to get to that point, you need to lose some weight, and you need to show me that you're willing to start to make the changes you need for the surgery to be successful. Okay?
The funny thing about low carb cereal is I have some of that up in my cabinet. Not the greatest tasting thing. Kind of tastes a little bit like chalk. So yeah, it doesn't taste great. And I doubt that's what he's eating if mom's bringing him meals every friggin' day. That low carb cereal probably out of the equation.
So this is not going to be easy. And you're going to have to do the hard work and bite the bullet and stick with the healthy eating habit and follow that and try to lose weight and to the point that surgery is going to be safe for you. We're going to do a follow-up with you in 2 months. And I want you to lose 70 pounds by then and show me you're going to be able to do this. And we're going to give you some instruction that will break down the diet and exercises you need to follow. So I'm going to go get some stuff for you and give you a list of things that we need to do. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
By bite the bullet, okay, does that mean I can have any more of these trouser pistol things I was eating before? Because he seemed to really like those damn things. He was really stretching the hell out of that condom.
I'll be back. Let me go get some stuff. Okay?
Dude, wow.
Be real though.
He's real.
I'm ready to do what I need to do to lose this weight. And I got Dr. Now on my side to help me do this. At some point, I have to be a man of my word and just not do it, not eat the unhealthy things.
But that's like the part that's easier said than done for somebody who takes no accountability and just eats whatever the hell they want all the time. 70 pounds in 2 months, really doable at 627 pounds. Easier said than done, though, that's for sure. But it's all up to him.
So I got to do everything in my power to change it up. Because I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet.
Which is hard when you're a couple Godiva away from a gravesite, but hopefully he's going to have a great success story. That's what I'm hoping for.
Good morning, Mother.
Good morning, Juan.
What you making?
I'm gonna cook some egg omelet. Would you like one?
Yeah,
Would you like some cheese?
Yeah, just, the right amount, fat-free?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, maybe Mother Hubbard's cupboard is probably not full of chocolate at this point. Maybe she's going to be really helpful.
it's been a couple weeks since I saw Dr. Now. And I've already made a lot of changes to my life and my diet. So I can try to reach his goals that he set for me to lose weight.
Okay, Juan, here's your breakfast. It's your omelet and your water.
Thank you, man.
I went over everything Dr. Now gave me with the diet and exercises, and I've been trying to follow them and adapt everything to how I'm supposed to be now.
It's better than my omelet.
I wonder why.
Guess it's
He's eating tiny meals at this point. If this is really all he's eating, I think he'll probably hit his goal. But if he's sneaking something behind everyone else's back, then we're going to have a problem.
just mother's touch, I guess.
You think so?
Let's do this, bro.
1, 2, 3.
You ready, Brett? My family been supportive too, and they're trying to help me eat better and encourage me to work out. And that's helping me motivate myself and keep going forward, even when it feels like I'm too tired.
Walking the dog's definitely a good friggin' exercise, and the dog probably definitely appreciates that too.
You gotta hold the ball. Yeah, you gotta hold the ball.
It's for inside.
You gotta do this.
No,
This is outside and inside.
no, bro.
And too much pain to do exercises. Or when the cravings hit me really hard and all I want is something sweet. So I'm doing my best and giving it my all. And I gotta believe in myself and believe that my best is good enough. So when I go back to see Dr. Now next time, I'll pass his weight loss test and move forward to get the surgery.
That's one.
I'm actually really surprised he's pushing himself at all at this point, because usually at first, you're just honestly too scared to push yourself because you're like, what if I fall? What if I this? Nobody can get me up. So good to see him out here at least trying.
It hasn't been easy, but every time I make a sacrifice or do a workout that may be painful, I tell myself I'm one step closer to the goal of reaching a better life that's longer and healthier.
That's
One more for
it.
good luck.
That's it.
Might as well go out on a win, I guess. He made every shot I saw him take.
Right now I'm at Dr. Now's to see where my progress is at. Before I was 627, and the doctor told me to lose 70 pounds in 2 months. So if I
You know, strangely enough, he might be one of the more like well put together people that I've seen on this show.
did that, I'll be 557 or less.
Your weight today is 618.
Oh, damn. That's all? I thought he was doing so good. How many beignets did you eat?
Please go to room 5.
That's short. I'm not feeling too good about that. I'm disappointed. And I bet the doctor will be too. I just hope
I think Dr. Now half expects it at this point. He's been lied to by every person that is large, so the fat lie detector will know if you're lying to him, though.
he doesn't lose faith in me just yet, because I know I could do better.
I like them all coming in here with glasses like this, like it's the morbid matrix or something, and they're gonna dodge Dr. Now, agent super morbidly obese.
Hello, how y'all doing?
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Great.
So how was your trip this time?
It was okay.
Getting easier to drive to Houston?
Yes, yeah.
You don't sound very convincing. So what's going on with you? You lost 9 pounds?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out in my head how many pork pickles it would take to get like only a 9-pound loss. My guess would be you'd have to eat like 3 pork pickles a day.
So what happened?
I don't know. I thought I was following the diet and doing everything I was supposed to be doing, but I guess I didn't. I made changes, eliminating the carbs and the sugar, but I guess I didn't do enough.
So what does your meal look like now?
Grilled chicken, fish, things like that. I implemented a lot of the keto meals. I like cereal, so I do the low carb cereal,
Here's the problem with that stuff. Like I know some people say it's okay to have like a little bit of, but if you're like not used to dieting or you're just kind of fresh to this, I'd be willing to bet he ate a hell of a lot of those keto meals, and they still have carbs. Not as many as like a regular meal, but they're still kind of up there. Even like what I have some kind of Nutrate, I don't know, it's some kind of nut granola that I like to put a little bit in my yogurt, but I only put a very little bit, and there's days where I don't touch it at all because I know it has some carbs.
Fruits, vegetables, and
Fruit is not part of your diet, okay?
Yeah.
And fruit got a lot of sugar. If you want to lose weight, you have to cut the sugars off. So you can taste the fruit, and that's about it, but not to use them as a dessert or part of your meal. Well, did you understand all the instruction we gave you in the paper?
well, I thought I did, but I guess not as well as I
Well,
thought.
I think the basic healthy eating habit is what the whole family need to do. So we get you to talk to nutritionists to understand.
Okay, and I'm not like crazy enough to think that the whole family is just going to switch their diet up for one person because they might not think they have as big a problem as he does. But he's going to have to be pretty damn strict about it, seeing them eating it and not just kind of giving in and then eating whatever. And fruit kind of will derail a low carb diet because there's carbs there.
What's good and what to do with your eating habit. And
Great.
they go over all the stuff that you used to
Great.
eat and help you with that.
That's
Okay.
great.
And you too?
Yeah.
Juan, you're doing good. You're tightening up your eating habit. And let's see how we do in 2 months.
Yes.
And hopefully in 2 months you will have a better grasp on the instruction with nutritionist and see how things going. And then we'll see what option we got for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Okay. Wonderful. Well, nice to see you all.
All right.
You too. Thank
I just kind of look at Doctor now like some kind of fat fisherman at this point. Like, if you walk in here with any kind of weight, he's going to try to cast net all the chubby people in the room and get you all on a freaking diet. So he even came for the brother a little bit this time, which shocked me. He didn't do it last time, honestly.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Let's go.
Losing something is better than nothing, but losing 9 pounds in 2 months is nothing. So Juan may have cut back on some of his unhealthy eating habits, but he's still either eating things that are not on the diet or not controlling his portion sizes.
4.5 pounds a month at this size would probably mean he took like a water pill or something, or he stopped eating the day before. Because, I mean, yeah, even if he cut back on portions, he probably would lose more than that. Like, you could do lazy keto, like not even count calories at all, just cut the carbs and probably still drop 30 pounds in a month.
He does seem authentic to want to do better. So the issue may potentially be that he and his family doesn't fully understand all the changes they need to make with his diet. So we'll see if that's the case and see if nutritionists can help Juan make more progress this next time.
He kind of seems genuine to me. Like, I don't know. Like, the jury's kind of out on that one, but he doesn't seem like he's just actively trying to go off the rails. He does seem somewhat genuine, so I think Dr. Now's picking up on that a little bit.
But no matter the reasons behind his unhealthy habits, ultimately it's up to him to figure out what he needs to do. We will give him the support and tools we can, but if he doesn't start to take control of things, to turn his situation around, then nothing we do will help him. So until he changes what he needs, we won't be moving ahead with him.
I'm not feeling too good about today. I've been trying hard and my family's made a lot of sacrifices to help me. And
But you know what the problem is with that? If he gets kind of like down or a little dejected on himself, like you can lead a horse to water, you can't stop a heavy person from eating hash browns. So if he gets real down on himself and just kind of spirals the other way, this will go way left. But hopefully this is just kind of a wake-up call for him and he starts going back in the right direction.
I know this result is a letdown for all of them. But Dr. Now is giving me another chance to make it. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
All right, that's what I like to hear. Got a little bit of a new revigoration to himself about how he's just gonna do it, no excuses.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. I'm Daphne.
Denisha,
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
So are you going in here?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, are you Juan?
Yes, ma'am. How
Hi,
are you?
I'm Daphne. It's
Oh,
nice
pleased
to meet you.
You too.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
Derek.
Derek?
Okay, let's wander in the room and then ask who is the 600-pound person like we don't have friggin' eyeballs.
Are you a family member? Brother. Okay, nice to meet you. And
I'm Mom.
Mom. Okay. Nice to meet you guys.
You too.
Can I have a seat over here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, Juan. So tell me a little bit about your goals. What is it exactly that you're wanting to achieve?
I think I've been doing okay since I've met Dr. Now, but I'm just trying to make sure that I'm on the right track, doing the
Okay.
right things, implement, whatever I need to implement to keep progressing and, even take it to another level.
Okay.
I would have looked this lady right in her face and said, I want to be able to powder my own donut. Like, let's just talk in frankness here. Probably what the guy's looking for is a little more mobility, a little bit more ability to dress himself and do things that need to be done.
So do you have a time frame, like a weight loss goal in a specific time frame?
Well, Dr. Now told me he want me at 175 by next year. So, I mean, hey.
Okay, so as fast as possible.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, do you mind if I go take a look in the kitchen and kind of see what we're working with here?
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
let's go.
I was discouraged after my last appointment with Dr. Now,
Where's the pantry?
The pantry is over here.
but he's not giving up on me, and I'm not giving up on myself.
I told you that was kind of bound to happen. Get down on yourself, kind of beat yourself up a little bit, which I'd be shocked if he didn't do that, honestly.
All right. How many people live here?
Me, my husband, Juan, and my son and granddaughter.
Okay. So I think that we need to have places for Juan's food and then places for the others' food. So some things, things like the cereal and cookies should probably be, I'm assuming that's not for Juan, so probably should be
Yeah.
in a separate place so that we can separate things. So when he comes in, what he's looking at are the things that are all ready for him to eat.
I've got a brilliant idea. Put the stuff on the top shelf. He's not going to be able to friggin' get it. You could put the double stuff up there. He's going to have to get a step ladder to get up there and get it. And we're not getting off the friggin' ground when we're this big. If it's up there, it's out of our reach. It's out of the danger zone.
Just got to find a way to resist my cravings and start eating less. I would love it if the cravings just went away. And that's partly why I want the weight loss surgery.
So essentially you'd want to focus on having mostly vegetables, nuts and seeds, so pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, those kind of things would be okay. I'm gonna take the corn out, pasta sauce, okay. The gumbo I'll take out. Now something like this, pickled okra, that's perfectly fine for him to have. So we're making this particular place, primary place for Juan.
Look at the background at the two people with the weight issues staring in here like, what is this lady getting rid of? Oh, look at, even the dog looks upset back here. He thought he was going to get himself some Chips Ahoy.
Hey Juan, do you like coconut?
No.
No, okay. We'll leave that one down there. All right, should we move to the refrigerator?
Having family and friends support, is always beneficial. So I'm really glad that they're even trying to come on this journey with me.
We have these yogurts that have the little candies on top. Probably not the greatest idea. Definitely our fruits we can put up here. Those are some good ones.
He probably was eating some of those M&M yogurts. You know exactly what the hell they are with the little crushed up candy bars on top. Those things are friggin' delicious, but you can't have them on a diet.
It definitely motivates me to, to keep progressing.
Move this down here. All right, refrigerator's getting kind of frustrated with me. I'll put the eggs up here. Okay, so as far as the way that both the pantry and the refrigerator are set up, we want to make sure that what you see are only the things that you are allowed to have. We don't want to have a lot of things that are very high in sugar and a lot of snacks right at eye level, because when you open it up, that's what you see, that's what you want. So we want, whenever you open up either the pantry or the refrigerator or the freezer, to be only things that are check mark okay for you to have.
Okay.
Does this guy got a meat pickle on his arm too? No, I think that's a guitar tattooed on there. That definitely looks like a meat pickle though. That thing looks a little devious, but yeah, put the Doritos up high. What are you doing putting stuff at eye level for us?
I have a little bit of concerns with food that's coming in from the outside, and so I'm hoping that he takes this information and he's able to do a lot of good stuff with it. Do you like cucumbers?
Yeah.
I like cucumbers because they have a crunch.
Yeah.
So sometimes whenever you just want to chew something, or if you have a little bit of anxiety about something and you just want to chew, that's our kind of natural inclination. So cucumbers can work well for that. All right.
Cool.
Well,
I guess I never really thought about the psychological effects of not having any more crunch. But you know what else has crunch? Cheetos. We're not allowed to have friggin' Cheetos.
my phone number's on there. If you have any questions, feel free to call me.
Okay. Appreciate everything. I'm gonna try to apply these ideas going forward, but I gotta do it this time. That's really sinking in on me now. And next time when I see Dr. Now coming up here soon, I'm gonna hit that goal. There's no choice anymore. I have to hit that goal.
It was great.
That's the right mindset. Like, he's got a good mindset. That's one thing I can say about this guy. Like, it sounds like he really wants to change and he's kind of putting forth the effort. I just genuinely think he doesn't know how or where to begin. Like, most of us don't know where to start this whole process.
I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited to see the progress of what I've been doing. I've worked harder. My only problem is I gotta get into a better routine. You know, naturally, I've always been a night owl. If I could never get that routine in order, I think I really would do well.
What do you mean by you're a night owl? Because if you're running around snacking all night, that's probably like the worst friggin' time you can eat. So if he actually isn't eating until 2 p.m., he's going to be hungry all friggin' night. So he's going to be up wandering around trying to find what he can eat.
And the doctor told me to lose 70 pounds in 2 months.
Do you guys think Marshmallow Morpheus over here hit it or no? I don't know. He doesn't look that much smaller, but I think he's probably lost a little bit of weight.
1 second. You can step on the scale whenever you're ready.
So if I did that, I'll be down to 548 today. And I really hope I did that.
Your weight today is 601.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Leave it up to mom to be the hype man. All right, 17 pounds. It's more of a loss than last time, but I think maybe the whole like eye level thing did a little bit of favors for him. If he couldn't reach the double stuff on the top shelf, it probably helped.
Well,
Please go to room 5.
What?
but I still thought it would be more because I'm doing everything I can and working my hardest. So I'm not sure why the changes aren't more dramatic. So that leaves me disappointed because even though it feels better, it's still not a result I can bring to Dr. Now and be proud of.
And look, if you didn't struggle out the gate, I wouldn't really think you were like a genuine 600-pound person. I'm more shocked when people like kind of kill it right out off the bat. So the fact that he's struggling at the start doesn't surprise me at all. He could totally still turn this around. He's still losing something, which is a good place to at least start.
So I'm not sure how this is gonna go. I'm thinking he's not gonna be too pleased with that result.
Hello.
How you
How y'all doing?
How you doing,
Good,
sir?
how are you?
Good. Well, nice to see you all again.
Nice to see you too.
So it looked like you did better this time than last time, huh?
Yes.
So what's going on with you?
I'm not really sure. I made all of the changes after the nutritionist came and talked to us all.
All right, let's not be full delusional here, though. There's something that's not adding up, or some calories that are adding up. So don't sit here and say, I did everything I was supposed to do, because there's not a shot in hell that you did everything you were supposed to do. You made some changes and you thought that would be enough, but you didn't go above and beyond and do it all.
So I'm not really sure. I'm definitely not eating any carbs. I'm having lower portions, sizes, so I think I'm doing much better with that as well.
So you're cutting back on your portions?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. So how you doing with your snacking between the meals?
I'm not snacking at all between the meals.
So you cut the snacking off with the meal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that's good. So at this point,
I would make some pretty big bets that he's still snacking somewhere here. So up all night, nobody to watch him, tiptoeing around, grabbing himself a couple of Twinkies, like somewhere he's eating something that everyone's not seeing.
I want you to cut back more.
Yes,
You
sir.
think you can do that?
Yes, sir. Whatever it takes.
Okay, that'd be great.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you think you still eating with the emotional issues?
I think I do sometimes, occasionally, and that's what I need to work on as well.
So you get emotional and upset. You eat, you feel better?
I've always, I would eat to feel better. Like it would always be a crutch.
Okay, so we'll.
I don't know where the Happy Hershey's or the Feel Good Fritos come from, but I never really felt like that. I guess that's one of the things I was pretty lucky with. But I guess sometimes, yeah, if you're upset, you just turn to food and you just want to eat.
Set you up to see the therapist to help you with your emotional eating and figure that out. So that's going to be a goal that you need to work toward. So you think you can do that?
Yes, sir. I know you believe in me. I know my family believe in me, and I'm not going to let any of you down, so I know I can do it.
Okay. Juan, I'm proud of your progress, and I think you can do better. And I will see you in 2 months. In the meantime, if you need anything, let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay? All right.
That's shocking to hear Dr. Now say he's proud. Like, I half expect Dr. Now to rip into people when they have these kind of results, but anymore, he's getting a little bit soft. Like, I just think he probably sees the intent is there, and that's probably why he's being nicer.
Nice to see you all, and you all have a wonderful trip back home.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Get out of here, man. But also, I don't really know what we're going to talk about, and I'm nervous about what he might ask me.
Juan,
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm Dr. Paradise. Come on in.
Okay.
Yeah, that hallway's not really built for the heavy. There's no kind of swing motion. You can get like the trubby trapeze effect.
Okay, Juan, have a seat right over there.
Okay.
Yeah, make yourself comfortable.
I'm trying to.
Find a good spot.
Yeah.
You can settle back. You can use the ottoman if that. Yeah, so if you want to do someplace where your back is supported. Then.
Can my brother come in and help me? Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Derek, come on in. Can you help? Your brother needs a little help moving, so.
I would have loved to see Paradise try to get him up here, because it's not a little man's job to try to counterbalance somebody that's 600 pounds. But the brother, he's a pretty good counterbalance.
Let's stand me up. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks, Derek. Okay. How's that feel?
Yeah.
Better? Okay. Welcome, Juan. Who'd you grow up with? Who was in your house?
I grew up with my mother and father. My parents divorced when I was around 11 years old.
Okay. Old enough that you remember it?
Yes, sir.
What do you remember about the divorce?
It was a...
You got to watch a lot of that?
Yes, sir.
I'm seeing it in your face. It was a big deal. How did that affect you?
I feel bad for any kid who has to watch something like that. I feel like if you're an adult, you should know not to argue in front of a child, especially somebody around that age, like 11. He's going to remember all that, and he probably despises his father because of it. Oh, man.
You know, Juan, that's so close to the surface for you. We haven't even been talking 5 minutes, and you're emotional. That sounds like that was the defining part of your childhood.
Yeah, but how do you be vulnerable with a cameraman in there and something that's supposed to be like, so I guess one-on-one with a therapist? I always am shocked that they open up as much as they do in here.
Have you talked about it much over the years?
Not really.
Yeah, my guess is that's why it's so close to the surface still, is because it's stuck in you. You have an older brother. Your brother's older than you.
Yes, sir.
He was around for that.
Yeah, and he's very. That's my ride or die.
Say what you're feeling.
I'm not like a needy person. Like I've never been at this point in my life.
Yeah, you know what, Juan? I watched as your brother helped you, and you both seemed frustrated.
Yeah, because you don't want anybody to need to help you. Like, you got yourself to this point, and some part of you feels a little bad that you have to ask anybody for anything. So I get where he's coming from with that one, but really, what can you do except for ask for help at this point? So, like, this feeling of you'd rather go down with the ship, it kind of really don't work once you get this big.
It's like you don't want to be needy. I don't think he wants you to be needy.
Right.
Yet you're here, aren't you?
Right.
Okay. Is it okay if I bring him in? Can I ask him to come in? Derek, are you cool joining for a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know, because I feel like what's understood doesn't have to be said, and I definitely would not open up in this circumstance with my brother in the room, even if it's about him.
Come on, you can have a seat right over there. Thanks for coming in. The reason I brought you in is he was talking about being needy, and I noticed how helpful you were to him coming in, but I noticed that neither of you seemed to like that.
He knows I hate being needy, and I have no one to blame but myself. I did this,
Sure. Does he want you to lose weight?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
More fat on fat crime, buddy. Pot calling the kettle, because you're not exactly the skinny queen over here.
I want to lose weight and get back to a mobile weight, a working weight for himself, where he can move around and be independent like he wants to be.
If you had a more fit version of your brother, what would you want him to help you with, like physically? Would he help you wash your car?
I don't know. I really need his help for myself.
Yeah, bro.
Wash the car?
Yeah.
Do you see how he lit up for that? It's been kind of one-sided, hasn't it? You've been getting a lot from them, and you haven't really been able to give much back.
Oh, he can drive. He can drive more.
Could you drive more?
That can help.
I don't think he's ever had these kind of conversations with his brother, and I don't think brothers are really like the best at opening up and sharing emotions to each other, because you just feel like the other brother's going to be like, man, shut the hell up. Like, nobody wants to hear that. Even his older brother, he seems kind of like, I don't know, he doesn't seem like he's all that open, but it looks like he's like more than happy to help once he can.
My guess is you're even more mobile than you think you are.
I think he is.
Yeah. He could do more than he thinks he can.
I tell him that all the time.
Yeah. So Juan, that's your overall homework assignment. You can break it down into small stuff, but I want you to switch from being helpless to be helpful, because I think that's your nature. I feel like that's who you are as a person.
Yeah, I help hurting people. And at this state, it's impossible for me to help hurting people if I can't help myself.
You can do that better at 250 than 620.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why he gravitated towards being like a pastor, because he wanted to help people that felt broken, but then just somewhere along the way kind of lost his way, lost his footing, and became broken himself, which none of us are exactly great functioning at this size. So, yeah, it's kind of normal for you to feel kind of like fall into pieces, but you can rebuild. You can always rebuild.
70.
Right on. You can see me at 170 and you're gonna be jumping off that couch. You're gonna help me out of my chair. Okay. So Juan, I don't want you to just be a passenger. You know, your brother is not your chauffeur who drives you around and keeps the car clean for you. I want you to participate.
All right. I think I can do that.
Really good to meet you. Derek, thanks for being here. Ask a little bit more of him, right?
Okay.
Take care, guys. Have a safe drive back, okay?
Appreciate you.
That's still crazy to me that that's the only thing he can think of to help out around the house. Like just wash the car and drive once in a while. Isn't there more he could do? Do some damn dishes, take out the trash, something.
To help him out. He's used to caring for me. And he's much more likely to say, hey man, don't worry about it. Old habits die hard. So it's been a bit of a tough sell.
There's no damn way he can reach the middle of that hood, but at least he's trying. This is going to turn into some kind of like Weight Watchers wet t-shirt contest, but he's trying.
It's been such a long time since Juan washed the car. I'm very proud of him. Didn't take him too long. I was surprised.
It's because he missed a whole bunch of spots, but all right, let's build him up. This is good. He's trying.
All right, good job. He loves challenging himself, and I'm just happy every time I see him doing more and more, and he's just achieving so much. So it's like his life is just coming back together like it should.
I mean, his mom's sweet. She's definitely his biggest hype man. And he's out here doing things that I wouldn't have even thought to do at this size. So it's good for him, man. I'm really shocked at his amount of effort he's putting in, even though he hasn't lost the weight. Like, still trying to do things that most of the time we'd say, oh, I'm too big just to do that.
Good job.
Hey, I didn't think it was gonna make it.
Great job.
Thank you.
Don't y'all be quiet.
Oh.
All right. Like, the sister didn't have much faith. And I think he probably tired of hearing that he can't do things, even though like in your head you think you can't. So when somebody else says it, it just makes it all that worse.
All right, all right, all right.
It would mean a lot to me if it were enough, because the weight loss surgery on top of this other change I'm doing would be a really valuable tool. I just know it.
You can step on the scale whenever you're ready.
I was down to 601 2 months ago, and I need to have dropped another 70 pounds. So if I did that, I'll be down to 531 or lower.
He's kind of got like a deceptive build to him where you can't really tell how much he's lost at this point. I just think he looks like he's lost some weight.
Your weight today is 577.
Okay.
Bigger weight loss than last time.
Please go to room 5.
6 months for 50 pounds. What is that? Another 24. So he's still eating a lot of the same stuff, or a lot of the keto meals that he thinks are low carb. It's just not working out for him.
So that's encouraging, but I don't know if Dr. Now will see it that way. And I'm afraid to find out. But I can't avoid it, so I guess we're about to find out.
I mean, Dr. Now's probably going to come in here like, you need to stop doing the hefty hokey pokey, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Either do the diet or don't. But he's losing weight, so any weight off is progress, and at least he's not putting weight back on and just going the other way.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Okay, good morning.
Good. The good news is you're finally under 600 pounds.
Yes, sir.
So how did that feel?
I'm able to do more, able to walk further, have more energy. So, I'm loving the progress.
You're exactly lost 50 pounds up to this point. But it's taken you 7 months to do that, so that's not...
Damn, 7 months? I didn't even think it had been that long. All right, well, still at least on the right path. I'll keep saying that.
Great.
I know, but I've been trying.
You're working with therapy. Is that helping?
Yeah, it's a new experience for me, but, just speaking with him is, helping me navigate through the process.
That's good, because you need to figure out what the issues are that holding you back.
I know, and I will, I promise you.
Because you're still overeating. And until you get control of that, we're not moving ahead with you. So show me you can cut back, or the surgery is not going to help you.
Here's the thing, all right? He thinks he's doing good. Every time he comes in here, he's kind of shocked that he hasn't hit the goal. But he's talking about keto cereal, keto meals, fruit, this, that. He's just eating the stuff that he thinks is healthy instead of kind of more following Dr. Now's path, which is 1,200 calorie, low carb. If he's stuck to that, man, it kind of just flies off. Like I said, even without like the keto meals or like the keto cereal, I'm telling you, he would lose this much weight eating purely bacon practically, as long as there was no carbs involved.
No matter what progress you make, you're still going to get it back. So I'm going to give you the same goal, to lose 70 pounds in 2 months. So keep working with therapy and cutting back and do your exercises. And show me you can do this.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll see you in 2 months. And if you need anything, in the meantime, give me a call.
Yes, sir.
Well,
all right. So a lot more of the same. Keep doing what you're doing. Try to figure out what you're doing wrong. Get off the 70 pounds. So if he just hits that goal, I think Dr. Now will just approve him on the spot.
You all have a safe trip back home.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for this day, assembling all of us here together. Now, Father, even in this rehearsal, be glorified. Let your presence dwell in this place, God. We give you all of the honor. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Y'all feeling all right? You guys have mics? Okay. Being back in the church with my people there, doing music, it's an amazing feeling. Like something inside of me has been asleep for a long time.
I'm not shocked by that. It probably was such a big part of his life that he just felt lost without it. So it's nice to see him getting back to hobbies, and maybe this is what he needs to jumpstart his weight loss and just like, all right, I want to do more of this. I don't want to sit at home, stare at the paint on the wall and wonder, why is this my life?
Finally starting to wake up, and it feels great.
The worship for y'all remember that? I'm running for my life. I'm running. I'm running for my life. Lighten up a little. I'm running for my life. Good job. I'm running. I'm running for my life.
More like speed walking, but I think the gumbo or maybe the crawfish boils, just Louisiana's just got to have good food, because there's not too many of the skinny side people that I see in this whole episode. Just saying.
I'll open up a little more. You feel the body action?
And remembering what it feels like to be in that role of a central figure for others.
What's the matter with me? Tell them that I'm saved. Tell them that I'm saved.
It's like a rust has been on my self-esteem that's coming off. And it all...
Oh yeah, soul food done got this place cracking. There's one person up here who doesn't have high blood pressure. That's about it.
Just makes me want to get further in that direction. Good job. Good job. Glory to God. I was 577, and it was the same goal to lose 70 pounds over 2 months.
You can step on the scale whenever you're ready.
So if I did that, I'll be right there at 500 pounds.
Your weight today is 505.
Bro?
Ooh, yay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so literally what he needed was to go back to church, get back into his hobbies, back with music, and then he's right on the right path. Like, who would have thought that something like that would just springboard everything?
Ooh, yes.
That's what's up.
Yes.
That's what's
Ooh.
up.
Hallelujah.
That's what's up. Finally, a decent result. This is the first time I feel justified in saying, come on, Doc, you can live with that, can't you?
You can live with that because if we go the other way, we ain't living with anything.
So I'm not gonna let myself get too excited, but I'm excited.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Pretty
You're
good.
doing great.
All right.
Excited.
Okay. Well, Juan, looked like you finally figured out what to do to lose weight, huh?
Yes, sir.
So did you change anything with your eating habit?
Yes, sir. I worked harder, but really it was the hunger thing. You know, my will, learning to just say no when I felt hungry. Just changing that mindset that I was gonna be hungry, but not eat. That was a real turning point for me.
You know, and that's the craziest thing because that's what weight loss surgery teaches you. Like, it's okay to be hungry. You just kind of learn to deal with it. And a lot of people struggle with that, especially that are overweight. Like, it's hard to get that mindset changed.
Well, you're looking good. I'm proud of your progress. So how's mom doing?
I'm very excited. I'm
Well, that-
overwhelmed. Yes.
Well, that's good. That's
Yes.
good. So he's come a long way,
Yes.
and he lost a good amount of weight now.
Yes.
So
Yeah, and she's probably not making him grits and gumbo for breakfast anymore or bringing over a week's worth of grocery that get demolished in like an hour.
he's going to be a good candidate for weight loss surgery. So I'm going to approve him for weight loss surgery.
Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Yes. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I'm proud of the whole family supporting you, and that is very important, okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Niles.
But because it took you 9 months, I'm going to schedule you for a few months from now. What I need to see from you that you just keep going in the right direction and lose at least 10 pounds each month until your surgery, okay?
Yeah, I can do that easily.
Damn, 10 pounds a month? Dr. Now's really getting easy on people lately. Like, I keep waiting for him to rip somebody apart, but I guess as long as they're losing, he's just going to take it easy on people from this point forward.
You think you can do that?
100% I can do that, no problem.
All right, keep it up, and we'll set you up for some testing. If everything looks good, then we'll set up a date for your surgery, okay?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'll see you soon, and have a good trip back home. And if you need anything, let me know.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, yes, yes. Finally.
Yes, sir.
Finally. Got it done.
And then he's got his hype squad here, which his mom, she's been cheering him on the whole time. I don't think she realized the amount of damage she could do just by bringing food and kind of cooking like that. Like I say, like, I mean, the path to hell's paved with good intentions. So she probably thought she was doing something good for her son, but just don't work that way.
How you feeling?
Excited, man.
Ready?
We here now.
This is a life-changing moment for you, man.
I'm very proud of Juan. It took him a lot longer than it should have to get to this point. But he stuck with it, and he finally got to where he needed to move ahead. And as long as he continued that and maintains that enough to show me he's not going to get comfortable and slip back now that he's gotten approved. We will move ahead with him and do his weight loss surgery here in a few months. And if
I mean, it's pretty easy to get comfortable too and start to slip the other way. So hopefully Juan's not one of those people. Sean was, sadly.
he makes it to that point, then he will have proven to me that he's going to stick with it until he makes it to his goal. But even with what he has shown me so far, I feel confident that he's going to continue to keep moving toward a healthier life and gets to where he wants over the next year.
And at the end of the day, all it took was him kind of taking a little bit of initiative, turning things around. So I'm happy that he finally got it together at the end. But I don't think we're going to get to see his surgery because we're at that very end of the episode at this point.
Forever and always your praises will sing. That's it. We praise you, oh God. Yay. We praise you, our King. Forever and always. Forever and always your praises will sing. We praise you.
Now that I've got my surgery approval, it's like that piece of me I can feel just barely starting to wake up.
Forever and always, turn around forever. Forever and always. Forever. Forever and always. Special forever. Forever and always. God be praised. God be praised. All right, appreciate y'all.
They have pretty nice singing voices, though. I'll give them credit for that. You wouldn't have thought that, like, Juan was hiding this kind of voice and he just kind of muted it over all the years of just sitting there and kind of feeling sorry for himself. And then at the end, it sounds like he kind of got his voice back, which is nice.
Good job. For the first time in so long, I'm happy for tomorrow. That's so simple sounding, but it's all I wanted for such a long time.
I appreciate you guys like so much. You know, all of you, I say it all the time. But I do know like a part of my ministry is going to be the weight loss thing because so many people struggle. That's my biggest motivation. So I appreciate y'all, man. Big time. Love y'all.
Damn, and Juan's a bit of an entrepreneur. He found a market he could tap into. I'm going to make a ministry based around the morbidly obese because apparently in Louisiana we love beignets and crawfish boils.
I'm extremely proud of Pastor Juan. I've seen over the years his struggle with weight loss, and I've paralleled it to my own. But I see that, you know, he is diligent and consistent and committed. And when you have that level of commitment, you can't help but start a fire in others.
Love you.
What is it?
One for life.
All right, so I'm running. Oh, finally got my got your kiss.
When I get to that point and I lose more weight, but it's gonna be.
Damn, this lady got a kiss from Juan. She started friggin' exercising right off the bat. This must be contagious.
A rebirth and a renewal. My steps will be lighter. My message will be louder and my voice will be clearer for those who would listen.
All right, bit of a happy ending. Not one that I saw coming from what was happening through the rest of the episode. But I'm happy this one kind of ended on a good note because he did seem like a pretty genuine, nice guy. I didn't he didn't seem like he had any ill intent towards anyone. Even though he had that moment with his brother that was kind of heartbreaking where I don't think his brother is the best at kind of opening up and it kind of made it a little tough on him. But he endures in the end, finds his voice, and he's going to be definitely lighter on his feet, like he said. But leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about Juan, because I like the guy personally. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.